You, dollar, you. You, dollar, you.
Hey, let that shit ride, Ty.
Bitch, go right there. I'ma take them down through there. Let them see how I really get down. I do better with nobody around. CEO build my shit from the ground, the king of the mountain. I'ma take them down through there. Let them see how I really get down. I do better with nobody around. CEO build my shit from the ground, the king of the mountain. I'ma take them down through there. Cottonwood where it started for me. First fight at the end of the street, on God, I was 6 years old, no CAP. Hey, mama stood right there, said he gon' be letting of the hood right there. Go mixed with a bull right there, tow truck, that nigga got pulled right there. Hey, yeah, I'ma take him down through there. Look, man, my role models, all of them dead. Got me fucked up all in the head, go to sleep with the blick laying out on the bed. Yeah, I'ma take him down through there. Finna read, don't trust no hope. Heart been stepped on and broke, but I bet you that shit.
All right, you guys, welcome to the CyntSaidIt podcast show on this Friday. I know it's been 7 whole days since I did a video, you guys, but I'm back, you guys, and I want to say thank you for being patient, and I want to say thank each and every last one of you all for the love and the comments on the previous video. I saw them all. Thank you all. Shout out to each and every one of y'all that has subscribed to the channel. And if you have not subscribed to the channel, then go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Okay, it is absolutely free. Okay, and also hit the like button as you enter and watch this video. Hit that like button, okay? I appreciate each and every last one of y'all. Shout out to all my day one subs, my new subs coming in. I see you all. Thanks to all my family and friends that support the channel. I appreciate each and every last one of you guys, okay? So, yes, I wanted to get all my shout outs out the way. I have joining me on the panel, will be joining me with my friend, Miss Lucretia in the building. Yes. Okay, we got some things we got to talk about, you guys. Yes, and before I bring her up, I want to say thanks again to all my followers from the Spreaker app. If you have not downloaded the Spreaker app, go ahead and do that as well. It's absolutely free. So yes, without further ado, I'm going to bring up my friend Quisha. Okay, so that we can get into some things, because we have the Kardashian trial with Blac Chyna we need to speak on. We have NeNe leaks we need to speak on, talk about her suing Andy. Okay, and we're going to talk about Ashley and Michael Darby. Yeah, and we already know. So yeah, let me bring my friend Quisha up. Welcome, Miss Quisha, my friend.
Good morning, and hello to all the CyntSaidIts.
Yes.
Good morning.
Yes, absolutely.
What's going on this morning?
Oh, it's a good Friday. It's a lot going on in the entertainment business.
Mm-hmm. It is. So I guess we can get right into these reality shows.
Yep, let's jump right into it. So the first thing I want to show is a video we're gonna watch. I pulled it up on, and we're gonna get on NeNe leaks and suing Andy. So I'm gonna share my screen, and we're gonna put up this quick video that I pulled up that it's on NeNe leaks and Andy. So this is up from Entertainment Tonight, and shout out to Entertainment Tonight. And speaking of, I need to also drop the disclaimer. This site is for education and entertainment purposes. Therefore, everything that I say after this, you guys, is allegedly. But I'm gonna drop the link, and let's get to it.
Oh my God, they talking about me. NeNe filed a bombshell lawsuit against Andy Cohen, Bravo, and NBC, alleging they tolerated and even encouraged a racist and hostile work environment. And she's calling out former friend and co-star Kim Zolciak-Biermann.
You think you can talk to people like they're your slave is behind you? Here's my slave.
Among NeNe's allegations, Kim called her the N-word and referenced her eating chicken with no network repercussions. In a statement to ET, NeNe's lawyer says, quote, she has severe anxiety and PTSD and carries a great deal of regret for not speaking up sooner. There has been no comment from Kim, Andy, or Bravo. And this isn't the first time NeNe alleged racism from Andy. You called Andy a racist. What happened with you and Andy Cohen?
Well, I thought that we had a great relationship. Maybe we did. I don't know.
I spoke to NeNe in 2020, days after she was offended by a segment of Watch What Happens Live with Wendy Williams.
What's your take on NeNe announcing she's leaving the show?
NeNe likes attention, dramatic attention.
NeNe unleashed a flurry of tweets saying, quote, "They always manipulating black women to say negative things about each other. You old racist, it's war."
It's sad. It doesn't have to be that way.
What could have fixed it?
Maybe sitting down behind the scenes, having a conversation.
Okay. So I'm gonna stop that, and we're gonna discuss that for a second. Hold on. Let me go out of it.
Their songs about loud.
Let me just mute it just in case it try to pop back up. All right. Stop sharing my screen. Hi, you heard him, friend. What? You heard it. What you think? Let's get started. We are.
I'm gonna be honest. I was a big NeNe fan. NeNe in the earlier seasons, as she became more popular, she did change. And I understand people say that all the time. People change as they get popular. Sometimes it's for the good and sometimes for the better. But I want to be realistic. At some point, everybody changes as they get older. So I'm not gonna say that that's a bad thing per se.
Yeah.
But what I will say is mighty funny. Kim hasn't been on that show in almost 10 years. I will say this. NeNe worked on several other projects besides The Real Housewives since this supposed incident happened. And if I remember correctly, because I've watched this show since the very beginning, she, used to take digs at Kim first.
All the time.
And Kim would be responding to her. Now, do I think Kim is racist? No, I don't. I'm going to be honest. I don't think that she's racist. Do I think that, and this goes to my perception of a lot of white people, I think a lot of white people, somewhere deep down in them, they may have some racism in them, not knowing that they do. You understand what I'm saying? Unconsciously.
Exactly. No, I understand.
So I think sometimes when they get, attacked or angry, just like with any other person, we say things that we want to hurt the other person with. Because let's be honest, NeNe has a mouth on her, and she said some terrible things about Kim, and Kim always tried to be her friend.
She has.
So I'm not taking any sides on this. I just don't understand it. I don't know if it's because maybe she's going through something because she lost her husband recently and it's just a big life change, right? Yeah. So I don't know if that's it. And then also, you have to understand when you've been speaking out against this man for years now, since you haven't been on the show. You've been making all these negative remarks, making all these accusations against Andy, personally. You've been personally attacking this man's character online, I know, for the last 2 to 3 years. And he has not said anything. There are no statements anywhere where he responded to her or said anything negatively about her.
That's true.
Now, so what I would think is it just looks, and I hate to say this, but it just looks like she's angry and she has misplaced anger. She's angry that she's not working. She's angry that nobody's picking her up for any shows anymore. She's angry because, the last 6 months her life has changed drastically. And she's just not that girl anymore.
True. And that's what I think. I feel the same way. You're right. But her and Kim had a history anyway, and they be friends one minute and the next. But at the end of the day, I feel like, like you said, it's been 10 years that Kim been on the show. Why bring her up? Why bring up this after 10 years, But allegedly she's been saying this. She's been bringing it up. No one has been listening.
She's been bringing it up online. Yeah, she has been attacking his character. But this is the thing. Saying stuff to attack somebody's character and actually filing a lawsuit are two different things, right?
Yeah.
So if you've been saying the same thing publicly, that's just like what they say, a pair of lips will say anything. You've been saying it. You never took action on that until now.
Right.
So and this is the whole thing. You can make complaints. Kim been having her own show. She haven't even been on the show. NeNe is a big reason why she left the show.
Yeah.
You basically ran her off the show. Then you still was the main star. You were making the most money on the show. So I don't know what more do she want from them,
Yeah.
because they removed Kim because of NeNe.
They did.
And then NeNe was the highest paid. NeNe was the highest paid when Kim was on the show.
She was. Yeah.
So I mean, they took her off the show. They did give her spinoff, but let's be honest, her spinoff never did what Housewives did. It was never as popular as Housewives.
Right.
Kim has never, made it to the celebrity status as NeNe either. So I'm just really confused. Is it about money at this point?
Right.
Because I don't think that you've lost any money, because I can remember one season you chose not to go back. They offered you a contract and you didn't go back. And it wasn't because of Kim, because Kim wasn't even on the show.
That part. I'm glad you brought that
I don't
up.
know what she wants. I don't know what she's wanting.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, these networks are going to run their networks how they want to run them. And saying that somebody is discriminatory and prejudiced, I just want to sit back and see, do she have real evidence? Because you have to have evidence to back that up. And you don't see anybody else coming out to speak on her behalf.
She claims she has evidence. So I guess it's supposed to be
see, won't we?
and stuff. I don't know. We'll see. But she, it will all come out in the court.
Yeah, it'll come out in the court. It's just so unfortunate, because it puts me in the mind of the Monique situation, right?
Yes.
And it makes us as Black women sometimes look angry, because every time I look up, you're tweeting, you're ranting. Oh, I'm such a victim. They're doing this to me. They're doing this to me. And I felt like that was and I was a fan of Monique, but I felt like that's what she was doing at some point. You was going to anybody you could go to, anywhere you can go. I'm a victim of being blackballed. They did this to me. Now you doing the same thing, NeNe. I'm a victim. Could it just not be that you're not the person that they want to choose?
Right.
Do they know how much competition is out there for actresses and stuff like that?
Yeah.
It's a lot of competition.
It
That
is.
doesn't necessarily mean. And then your attitude affects a lot of the reason. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Your attitude affects a lot of the times the reason, and then the negative or press around you is a lot of the time the reason people don't want to deal with you. Because you remember we had this conversation about them tweets. Them tweets follow you forever.
Uh-huh.
And if somebody if you would, let's just say you have $1 million project and you want to get somebody on your project, you go and you start looking up these people's history, because that's what they do. That's what social media is for. They want to protect their investment. They want to make sure nobody's going to come out and bash them or try to sue them for this person's past statements. So they're going to do their research, right? And so they're going to go and they're going to see all these tweets where you the victim all the time.
Right.
I was blackballed, and I was a victim of racism, and it just not a good look.
Yeah.
And what I'm saying, you as a person, if you went and did somebody's background check for your multi-million-dollar project and all you seen was negative stuff, what would you do?
I would just bypass them.
Okay. I'm just saying.
There's no way I would even bother with it.
Mm-hmm. I'm just saying we have to be honest, and I'm not bashing another Black woman. I'm just saying sometimes we have to be aware and conscious. This is the world that we live in, where your social media presence, because that's all we know, right? We're not around you every day. We don't know you personally. All we know is what you put out there.
That part.
And if you're constantly putting out negative energy, that's all we know about you.
Exactly. Because that's all you've been putting out.
We can only go by what we know.
That's it.
So, and that's the thing about it. They're not, it's not like when we were growing up, we didn't have Twitter and Instagram and stuff like that. So whatever we were doing behind closed doors. Everybody didn't know. Now, and they still have a right to not publish that tweet.
True.
But they do.
They do.
And this is the thing. Me personally, I'm not going to sit around and expect and beg nobody to deal with me or work with me. If it's not working, I'm going to move on to something else.
Right.
Because even if she go into this lawsuit and she win, do she think that that's going to make people want to work with her?
Right. I
Because you
mean,
might flip on us and say the same thing about us or somewhere along. When somebody do something you don't like, you might come back again and you might sue me along the line because you feel like you were successful at it one time. You might come back and do it again.
that's
So
it.
do you still think that people are going to work with you? Now
Right.
you may get some money out the lawsuit because maybe that's what you're looking for. I don't know. I don't know you person. Maybe the goal is just to get money. It's not
Right.
to get
And
you back
invest in some other
working.
stuff. Right.
Yeah,
Right.
it's not you. Maybe your goal is you just want money. You don't want to work.
Right.
So I don't know what it is because I can't even see Bravo being there. They have a lot of black shows on Bravo.
Yeah,
You
they
got
do. They
you got
do.
Potomac Housewife. You got Married to Medicine, L.A. and Atlanta. You got Candy had her spinoff. Portia
Yes.
had her spinoff. I
Yes.
mean,
So
they give black
they
women
do.
their own
They
platform.
do. They do.
Now, if we were speaking of another network, then I could kind of be it would kind of be more believable, because the proof is in the pudding.
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
I'm rambling now, but
No, you good. You good because this
yeah,
it's really because we know the history on NeNe, and that's the thing.
mhm,
We've been following her since day one. So
right. And
we
I like
know
the
we
Nene.
already
And let's be honest, I like Nene.
I do
I just
too.
don't. I just think you putting this negative perception out there about yourself,
That you
and
should.
and you shouldn't have did that because this industry is all about what people can find on you on the internet.
That's it. That's
And
it.
and it's crazy that I mean, at your age, you haven't figured that out by now.
Yeah.
And that's the same thing with Monique. People are just not giving her a chance.
Yeah.
But that's because you put out so much negativity and you talk bad about Oprah, you talk bad about Tyler Perry, but these same two people was the first people to put you on when nobody else trying to put you on.
Nobody else wanted to work with you. They did. They
Not
gave
in that
you an
caliber.
opportunity.
They only looked at you as a comedian. You were not. They actually gave you something out of your, what I'm saying, comfort zone, and put you on Precious, which was a serious role for you. It wasn't a comedic role.
Right.
Anything else you was getting cash for was only comedian roles,
Mm-hmm.
comedy.
Mm-hmm.
So, and then for you to bash them so public, I mean, kept on and kept on and kept on and kept on bashing them. My thing is, how do you think that black people gonna look at you?
Exactly.
Even if what you said is true,
Yeah.
even if what you said is true, these people have a right to feel some type of way about you because they feel like they stuck their neck out by even putting a comedian in a serious role like that.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
In the beginning, and then you go and recording the conversations, private conversations,
Mm-hmm.
and putting it out there. You can't be trusted after that.
Mm-mm. Mm-mm. So, that's kind of what I feel like on NeNe. I hope, if it would be kind of interesting to see what's her goal. Is her goal to get money or is her goal to get back to working in the, in the acting or reality TV, if she's trying to get her own show. Because she could easily go to E. It's other, she could go to E, she could go to VH1, she could go to We. Hell, if it even came down to it, she could go to Zeus. But what content can she provide?
Right.
On a reality level.
Yeah.
Now, if I mean, because it's just her now, so I
Yeah.
mean,
She
what's
don't
the
have a
content?
storyline. What's the storyline?
Yeah, but if she's trying to get back into acting, I mean, go out there and put yourself out there, and just see what happens. What is her goal now? If it's just money, then hey, more power to her. I hope she get what she looking for. If it's just money, because if it's just money, then that may be what you get. Hopefully, you get enough to sustain your lifestyle because you may not never work again.
Right. And this is what I think. I'm in my mind. This is my opinion of it. I'm thinking she just want the money because to invest in maybe some real estate investments that can help her stay afloat, or because like you said, at the end of the day, she's not apparently she don't want to work anymore because nobody's gonna want to work with her. So we'll have to do something. Invest in some real estate. Open up another shop or something. Who's gonna want to come and buy your merch now?
Yeah. So, and then you have to understand this. Andy is a part of the LGBTQIA XYZ community.
That part.
And, right now, when you attack, that community, they really come hard. It's a
Yeah.
lot of people that are in high positions from the LGBTQ community. So you have to be conscious, and about how you move.
Yeah, you
And
do.
you personally named him. You named Bravo, but you've been making personal attacks towards him. So
For a minute. For a minute now.
for a minute, yeah, you're right. For a minute. So we'll see how this plays out. It's interesting to see that she's even, taking it there,
Yeah.
but we'll see.
Yeah, we'll definitely see, and this even goes back to Candy, and I wasn't even going to bring her up, but even remember when Candy and NeNe got into it, and remember, when she was saying, "I said what I said" and all that, right?
Mm-hmm.
What was her and Candy into it back then for? I can't remember what exactly it was, and I was trying to think, what was it that her and Candy had got into this big argument about? Was it about some business, or was it about a spinoff show or something? Because I think Candy was bragging about, yeah, you're gonna see me everywhere. She kept making that statement in during that reunion. But I was trying to remember, what was they beef about that season?
I really don't know, because they've always had their on and off beef, and I think it was just two strong women that was bumping heads.
Excuse me.
Because I think NeNe felt like Candy came in there to steal her spotlight, and then Candy, she likes to be the spotlight too. So I think it was just a matter of them just bumping heads. I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't remember what the exact argument was about. But I know she did mention her in some tweets too, and I wish I had put them up. In reference to the treatment she got at Bravo, and I wish I had pulled those tweets up, but I didn't. But no, we'll see how this plays out. It's gonna be interesting. What does she want? What is the outcome that she wants?
Right. So yeah, we'll wait. We'll have to see on that. We definitely going to, touch back on that, because I want to know. Because I think they're gonna tell her, you need to go out to Bravo.
Well, Bravo's on the lawsuit too.
So she's filed a lawsuit with Bravo too. I thought it was just
your video that you just played. That video, it said it was Andy, it was Bravo, and then it was some other entertainment company, which is probably like the production company.
Okay, yeah, okay, yeah. Okay, so then we just gotta wait and see.
Yes, it was 3 people named, so it was actually Andy, it was Bravo, and then some entertainment company, which I'm assuming, like you, is the production company.
Okay.
That actually does the actual filming and stuff and editing.
Okay, so we have to wait and see on that then. So yes, you guys, that's that on NeNe Leakes and Andy Cohen, and we will keep you guys updated on that. Okay. So meanwhile, all this is going on. We got to move on over to another courtroom where the Kardashians and Blac Chyna, they got this whole, lawsuit going on. Blac Chyna is allegedly, she's suing Rob.
No, she's suing them. She ain't suing them. She's not suing Rob. She's suing they mama, Chris,
okay,
Kylie, Kim, and Chloe. So those are the 4 that are on there.
Okay, so let's get into now. I saw. Hold on, I'm gonna share my screen because I want you guys to see this. What I pulled up with what's going on with Blac Chyna, because this is what they're saying, that she took the stand and said that she has no personal bank account, has no saved text with Rob, and hasn't filed taxes since 2018. Based off of just that statement, how critical do you think that statement was to damaging? And I'm gonna stop sharing my screen in a second while we talk about that.
Okay,
That was damaging for her.
So let me just give your viewers a little brief background in case they don't know what's going on. So I
Yes.
don't know if y'all remember, because everybody don't watch the Kardashians. Blac Chyna and Rob, which is the youngest, the brother, the only boy, they were in a relationship, so they had their own show. It was called Rob and Chyna on E Networks. So they were, it was toxic, you know what I'm saying? And it was an instance where she had wrapped a phone cord around his neck. And she, they asked her about that in the court thing, and she basically told them she was just being silly. They were just playing. So it was a lot of stuff that went on between them on there. So she is suing them for $100 million for defamation.
Yeah.
And the people that I named earlier are the people that she are suing. She's not suing Rob. So it's Chris, it's Kylie, it's Kim, and it's Chloe. I don't even think Courtney's on there, if I'm not mistaken. She may be, but I don't know. I haven't seen them mention her.
Yeah, I think I got the hold on. I got some inside stuff.
Oh yeah, it's just 4 people. It's just 4 of them. It's Kim, Chloe. I'm looking at the court thing. Kim, Chloe, Chris, and Kylie. So those are the only 4 that she's suing.
Okay, so the updated latest, it said Blac Chyna agreed today that the second season of Rob, and speaking of the reality show that she was speaking of, Rob and Chyna, could not proceed after she obtained a temporary restraining order against her former fiance and co-star Rob Kardashian, and this was in July 2017. So the two appeared together on the show, which ran 1 season on E, and then it was in 2016. So the Chyna's lawsuit continues that Kris Jenner, Kim Kardashian, Khloe Kardashian, and Kylie Jenner lied in alleging that Chyna assaulted Rob Kardashian when speaking to E. So the network executive, in order to prevent Chyna from booking a second season of Rob and Chyna, it was Chyna's second full day of testimony in Los Angeles Superior Court, and all defendants but Kylie Jenner were present in the court. So I'm gonna stop sharing, and now we can proceed, and let's get to it then.
So, basically, she has proof. Somebody from E told her that Kris Jenner had emailed them and basically said, don't go through with the second season because she's toxic. And suppose, she called her stupid, and she called her ghetto, and she actually has proof of that in the message. So, and this is the thing. Whether they were toxic or not, it was not her right to stop that girl bag. That's how I feel about it. Because your son was in love with her. And to this day, he's not even present in court. So this is the thing. Their argument is they were trying to protect him. But if he is not he's not, saying that he's a victim, how are y'all trying to, protect him? No, y'all trying to protect y'all business and y'all family from being tarnished. And y'all seen this girl was finessing him, and y'all didn't know how to control it. But this boy is in his 30s. He was in his 20s, late 20s when this happened. Y'all acting like he a teenager or something. And this is the thing, he's the only boy. So it's just a thing about Kris Jenner and how she likes to control the narratives about her family. The thing about it is he was in love, and it's toxic. All of them have toxic relationships. All of them. Do we want to go there? Kris Jenner was married to a man that wanted to be a woman all them years. How toxic can that be?
Right.
He running around in the house in your clothes. If that ain't the definition of toxic, what is it? And if that ain't the definition of ghetto, what is it? How dare you call somebody ghetto and stupid when you sit up here and stayed married to a man 20 years that you caught on several occasions wearing your clothes?
That part.
If that ain't the stupidest and ghetto-ish I'd have never heard. Okay, and let's move on. Let's move on to Kim. Kim, how can you call somebody ghetto? You had a whole sex tape with Ray J.
Freaky deaky, sloppy, nasty gutter sex tape.
And that's not forget that Brandon was going to sue you because you had stole money off her credit card when you was. So we still talking about stupid and ghetto, right?
Right,
Okay,
yeah,
let's
we
move
still
right
talking.
along.
Move
Let's
right
move
on
right
along.
along.
Yeah.
Okay. So then, Chloe, you sit up here and you married Lamar Odom. You sitting up here watching him deteriorate before your eyes, watching him get high, watching him do all this stupid stuff, and you steady there. But you want to call somebody stupid and ghetto?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Move. And
Moving
then we
right
ain't gonna even
along.
speak on Tristan. Because Tristan keep trying to tell you in so many words that you is not the girl for him.
Oh, okay.
You cannot change a man.
Okay.
You know, but we're gonna keep it going.
We'll
And
keep it
let's get to Kylie. Kylie, y'all was letting her date Tiger when she was for 16 and 15 years old. He was a grown man.
Grown. So how
Grown man. And he was with Blac Chyna at the time. So she was a teenage side chick to a rapper.
Oh, okay.
Are we still talking about stupid and ghetto?
Oh, okay.
And y'all knew, Chris, you knew because you was letting her go be with him and him come over the house. So he was actually grooming your daughter at that age.
Period.
And y'all had him around like it wasn't nothing.
Like it wasn't
Okay,
shit.
but we talking about stupid and ghetto, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's just my thoughts that she even let those two words. And true enough, she may think I'm not a Blac Chyna fan. But for you to sit up here and call this stupid and ghetto, all the stupid and ghetto shit your family done did is beyond me. Why do you think y'all are better than anybody? Just because y'all have money and connections, that's it. Y'all came up on you basically sold your soul for your daughter be on screen with a sex tape to make your family rich. But we talking about stupid and ghetto.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, I just had to speak on that because that bothered me. The fact that and then people were saying, "Was she saying stuff about that?" I said, "No, anybody can be ghetto. It don't have to be black people because they're very much so ghetto."
Thank you.
Kim done went through 4-5 husbands. You gonna tell me that ain't ghetto?
Okay.
3 of those husbands, she was messing with Kanye behind their back the whole time she was married to 3 of them. And we talking about ghetto?
Speak on it then, friends.
Oh, okay. I'm just saying if we gonna say stupid and ghetto, we need to put all the facts out there.
All out there, let all
Now,
out.
true enough, I'm not a Blac Chyna fan, and she was doing some stupid and ghetto stuff. But the fact that y'all had the audacity to say that is beyond me. If we were gonna counsel people on based on stupid and ghetto, y'all would have been counseled.
Okay. Shit.
Because that's what you put in your message to E when you wanted them to counsel her show is that she was stupid and ghetto. Okay, well then they should have been counseled yours.
Long time ago.
Oh, okay.
Shit.
Stupid and ghetto, and you done live with this man, and then after everything came out, you finally come back and said you had caught him before in your clothes on several occasions. What was the red flags at? You stayed with him because Bruce had money.
Nah.
Until you could put yourself in until you could put yourself in the position to move around.
And she did.
Mm-hmm. So back to the case, because I was just rambling. I just had to speak on that stupid and ghetto statement because that was just crazy to me leaving her lips.
And I'm glad you did that because you broke it down so fucking well. Because just like you said, I'm sick of them keep trying to dog Blac Chyna out like that. Anyway.
Yeah. So Tokyo Tony was in there and they put her out the courtroom the first day. So I don't know.
Yeah. What was up with that? Why did they put Tokyo out? I didn't get that. Because they don't tell you what Tokyo said today.
She said, they didn't say exactly what she said, but she went on Instagram Live the night before talking bad about them. So they had put in a request when she got there to have her banned from the courtroom.
Oh, wow.
So she's, allowed in the courtroom at all. The judge ruled that, because she had been on Instagram. I'm like, what does Instagram got to do with anything? Right. But, they got power wherever they are. So
I wonder, did she go live or something on her Instagram?
Yeah, she was on Instagram Live the night before they were supposed to go to court, talking bad about the Kardashians.
I wonder, is the live still up?
I don't know if they deleted it or what. You know, the Kardashians have power to have people delete stuff, but yeah, she was on Instagram Live the night before they were supposed. So this was Tuesday, so it would have been Monday night.
Let me see something. Let me find out that. But I'm like you. I doubt if it's still up.
Yeah, they probably made her delete. The lawyers probably told her to delete it.
Okay, so.
So.
And this was
Kylie testified yesterday saying she was worried about her safety because Chyna had threatened to kill her, you know.
Yeah.
It was just a lot going on. And they got her show canceled. And this is the thing, even if him and her weren't going to be together, she still could have got a spinoff off that show. And then we see several shows where people still, you know, be on the show and they not together. So, you know.
Look at Melody and Martell Holtz. They are not together, but they're still carrying out the show. And now they have this a whole nother spinoff with the Love and Marriage DC that's about to
right
come forth, you know.
Yeah. So let me just say this and then we can move on if you want to. So in her initial statement, because this lawsuit was filed in 2017, she basically said is that her basis for her claim is that E wouldn't have canceled her series if the Kardashian Jenner family hadn't made all those allegations to the network. So this was filed in 2017. So what is that, 5 years ago?
Yeah.
Because the little girl is 5.
Yeah.
So she was pregnant when she filed this.
Yeah. Yeah. So.
And her daughter, her attorney made a statement saying, although Kris Jenner was the ringleader, her 3 daughters all played a role in getting Chyna's show canceled to their immense financial benefit. And they did not have the legal right to cancel Chyna's show.
Yeah,
all four defendants carried out their illegal activity in secret and repeatedly lied to Chyna's face. So this is going to be a mess because every day we're getting more and more tea from that courtroom. It will not be a secret. So we will see.
Yeah, that's why I wanted to bring up the fact when they said that she was saying she didn't have no personal bank account, she didn't have any texts from Rob, and that she hadn't filed her tax in 2018. So now, back on that, we know that she kind of criminalizing herself. She's hurting herself by saying that.
Right. Oh, you know, the Kardashians, they're going to play real dirty. They're going to pull out all of her personal information.
Yeah.
Anything that can defame her character, they're going to pull it out. And you know, they have one of the best lawyers there is.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's incriminating herself, but that's because the attorney asked her those questions to make her incriminate herself. They still were having a hard time, you know, selecting jurors because they had a couple of them saying, one of the jurors said anything that has to do with their names is a big no for me. He said he didn't want to do it. Then another said, I hope none of these people get any wealthier because of this. So they had to dismiss 3 jurors. And then one woman said that her teenage daughter tried to watch Keeping Up the Kardashians when it first came on, but she put a stop to it because they weren't the best role models. So it was 3 people that they had to dismiss from the jury because of those statements.
Wow.
So we'll see how this goes because they don't have the best reputation. Let's be honest.
They don't. You know, they don't. I honestly, I don't like them. And I used to. I'm not even gonna say I used to like Kim because I've never really liked Kim anyway. Ever since, you know, from the beginning, from the sex tape to the stealing Brandy's them, with the stuff that she's supposed to been stole. I already knew what her motive was coming into this and what the mom and them, all that, you know, even going back to Jay and they daddy with the trial. See, once they daddy died, you know, in my eyes, the mama had to think of something to try to keep them in, you know, this particular limelight because this was she was there at that point with being with their daddy, right? So this is when I feel like she started using the daughters, you know, already dressing them in a certain way, you know, how they do. with their daughters, dressing more grown than what they, all that. She's always been like that. And that's why Kanye have a problem with how Kim is have got them kids the same way her mama did them.
Right.
Why Kanye
and people think he crazy, but no, he's not crazy.
Yeah,
he has a black mother like we grew up, and they didn't play a lot of that stuff.
Exactly.
They didn't play that.
They didn't play that.
You know?
And that's
so he's just going by how he grew up.
Yeah, he's going by how he grew up and how they present, how they grew up. See, they grew up different. They grew up like that. That's what they, their mama, did.
Their mama has exploited them for TV.
For TV, been like that.
Yeah. So, what's the next? This is the next.
So we're gonna move on from them, and we're gonna keep update on that as well, the trial, and find out what's going on.
Yes, definitely.
Yes. So the
this is gonna be what they call a shit show, y'all.
Right. Definitely a shit show. Okay.
It's entertaining. If this should have been the reality show, because this is gonna be really entertaining.
They got all kind of views and ratings if they had to, put that.
Had somebody in the court.
Put somebody in that damn courtroom. So moving right along from the Kardashians, and we're gonna go over here to Ashley and Michael Darby, because we know the history on them too. And if y'all don't know who Ashley and Michael Darby are, they are from Married to Medicine. And Ashley Darby is married to Michael Darby. Michael Darby has all these sex scandals going on. He's allegedly has had affairs with boys and other women as well. She knew this the first and second time, but she had these children by him. And so they continued the marriage until now some recent sex scandal has taken place to lead her to go ahead and file the divorce now. So what's going on with that, friend? What you think on that?
So what I've read is that he's been moved out. He moved out a while ago. They have been having, serious, issues for probably about a year now, ever since I think she was still pregnant with this last baby, because this last baby is not even a year old yet. The thing is, he's having outside relationships, and she knows because they were having some of them together. She admitted on the show that they had, participated in threesomes with other women. But see, I think the problem is he may be attracted to males more than he is women.
Yes.
And, he's getting older, and I think he really wants to live in his truth. So that's probably why he moved out, and he's probably living his life. So, and he been gone a while. So, I guess it was just, I think the biggest thing for Ashley, because if you look at her family, she comes from like a poverty, her mother, it was just not stable. You know what I'm saying? Growing up, and she probably, don't want to live like that. And you see, she had to stay so long in order to go beyond the prenup as well, because he does have money. The building that they live in, he's a big time realtor. The building that they live in on the show, he owns that actual building.
So let me correct it too. They're not from Married to Medicine. It's from Real Housewives of Potomac. Potomac. So I just wanted to correct that. They're not on Married to Medicine. It is Real Housewives of Potomac. Ashley, Michael Darby. And I have something. Go ahead, finish, friend.
So basically, she made a statement the other day, and she says, almost 8 years ago, when Michael and I said I do, we anticipated sharing every single day together. From that moment forward, unfortunately, that is not our current reality. We have decided to separate, adding, we are aware that there will be many speculative views as to why we have made this decision. People will be quick to assume that the causes were too much intrusion by reality TV into the most personal parts of our lives, age gap issues, cultural problems, or child rearing differences. But she does not say, what the exact reason is. But there are some rumors, some cheating rumors with other men out there on the internet. I can't really, go into them because these are allegedly, and I don't want to put those out there because they're just what they are now, which are rumors. But the way she would, go so hard for him on that show, to me, if she's at the point to where she, basically in her statement, I didn't read all of it, but she said she has been ready to move on. So then that means that where there's smoke, there's fire.
Yes. I had pulled up an article. Hold on, I'm gonna share my screen because I want to give the viewers exactly, put a vision to who she is in case you guys don't know who she is. I know a lot of you guys that do watch Real Housewives of Potomac. This is Ashley and her husband, Michael Darby. This is them. Okay. So they got the picture of them like splitting up or whatever. And this is they're saying that it's over between Ashley and that she's separated from him. Ashley was going around saying that her marriage is ending and she's about to be on the dating market. So an insider who attended Karen Huger's Real Housewives of Potomac, Karen's reunion premiere party on Saturday. So this was just this past Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
And so the 33-year-old reality star confirmed her split from Michael, 62, on Tuesday, April 19th, writing via Instagram. It's been almost 8 magical years. Ashley told Bravo's Daily Dish in a statement that she and Michael will always love and respect each other despite going their different ways, and that we have decided to separate. We are aware that there will be many speculative views as to why we have made this decision. She began. People would be quick to assume that the causes were too much intrusion by reality TV into the most personal parts of our lives. Age gap issues, cultural problems, or child rearing differences. Pieces of all these may have affected our pure love for each other, but no one reason is the root cause of our mutual decision to go our separate ways. So that's the statement that she put out, and that's what she said. I'm gonna stop sharing my screen on that. So
yeah, that's the one I just read. Yeah. So let's keep in mind he's 76, she's 33. Also, let's see. Let me go back. I just read something.
So they got 2 kids, right?
They
now
have two boys.
Okay.
He was also, the other prenup was ending. He also was requesting that if she wanted to stay, she signed another prenup.
Okay, that's what it was. But then she signed a post prenup or something like that.
Yeah, that's what he wanted to do, sign another one. I think it only lasted for like 2 or 3 years. I was looking for the exact details of it, but I can't find it. But they are stating that somebody is close to her saying that legally the other one was up and he was requesting that she sign another if she wanted to stay in the marriage. So, and the thing about it is in where they are in Potomac in Maryland, they have to be separated a year before. That's the reason why she only filed for separation, because according to the law, they have to be separated a year before they can even file for divorce. So this is going to be long and drawn out because she just filed for the separation this month. So technically she won't be able to even file for divorce until April of next year. So then that's when we'll probably see a lot of more stuff come out because she's going to be trying to get the most benefit financial for her and her 2 boys.
Yeah.
So she's going to probably bring out everything at that point. And I'm sure she knows a lot of stuff.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can't wait. Wait.
Yeah, so it's the only thing about it, like you said, now if this was immediate divorce, so she had already filed divorce, then the stuff would be coming out now. But because we have to wait for a year till she actually filed divorce, she's gonna tell everything because she is going to defame his character to get whatever she can get.
Yep. And I see it coming too, because like you said, she knows a lot. She knows a lot that he's been doing. And to be honest, and this is my opinion, I do think he's been messing with them, the boys. I do.
So so this is what happens. The prenup was reworked in 2018. So that's what we saw on the show when they were redoing it in 2018.
Okay.
So it was season 3 and it was episode 2 if anybody wants to go back and look. And basically it just defines that she'll get a certain lump sum amount if they divorce before the 3-year mark. So she's made the 3-year mark, so she can get more than that.
Mm-hmm. And that was smart for her. She know. I think she knows what she was doing when she did that.
But post the 3-year mark, she says I get more than that. She get half. He's worth $20 million. So I'm reading this from the actual website of the show, what was said on the show about this is coming from her, that if she made it 3 years, if she divorced him before the 3 years, she wouldn't get that much. But if she stayed after the 3 years, she's entitled to half, which she did. If this was 2018, her 3 years would have been up in 2021. So she would get half. That's what the prenup states. So he probably hiding money and everything now.
Oh yeah.
So the little boy did just turn 1. So the little boy was born in March of 2021. So he just turned 1 in March of this year. So basically, they haven't really been together this last year. He been moved out when she had to say. I don't think he wanted that second baby either.
I don't think so either. I don't think so. I don't think she wanted the second baby either. I think
I think she did. That's more money for her.
Oh. Yeah.
You got to look at the big picture. That's more money for her. More kids, more money. True. See, right now in this year, even though, she can't file for divorce, he has to financially, only thing he really has to do now is give her money for kids until the settlement, is done.
Yeah.
So right now, financially, he's not obligated to pay anything but for his kids.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Then when after she filed for divorce, then that's what she found out what kind of money and support she get at that point. So, I think she did because she was excited about that. I don't think he did because even when she was on the show and she was pregnant, he was, he kind of had backed out from the show. And if that man 70-something years old, you think he want to deal with another baby?
Yeah. Yeah, you right. Shit.
And he has adult children, keep in mind.
He does.
That are older than her.
He's just starting over. Like you said, he's 70-something years old. The man don't want to start all over with them whining.
And keep in mind, his adult children are older than her.
Yes. So, but he chose that life.
Yeah, he did. He did, and she did too. So,
yeah.
She was, everybody thought she was dumb, which I did. I was one of the ones thought she was dumb.
I did too. We talked about it.
I think she thought this out though, because
I think she did.
Myself, because I'm such an independent person, I don't see myself staying with someone for money if I'm not happy.
Me either. I don't care how much money it is, to be honest.
Right. If I'm unhappy, I'm depressed, I'm embarrassed, especially on national TV. You flirting with men while I'm in the same room?
Yeah.
You've been accused a couple of times of sexually assaulting men.
Yeah.
Touching them.
Yeah.
I don't know. And that that's your kids, your son's gonna be able to go back and look at that.
Yeah. The kids, the children, y'all children gonna be looking at that like, damn, daddy.
That's a lot.
That is. Like you said, the internet is hell. That stuff will resurface just as soon as they hit 18 before.
That is a lot. But I don't know. Like I said, we'll see what she gonna get. And I'm wondering if she gonna be on the new season of Potomac.
You know what? Probably they may, because they may add this in.
This may be her storyline.
Storyline leading out, exiting from the show. Maybe even they find an exit to get her off the show by saying, okay, well, we'll just put this on here, their separation, the divorce, or whatever they got going on. Make that, because that will be a good storyline for her. It will be.
Yeah. I always liked Ashley, and I always felt like when I saw her with her that she deserved better because it just her relationship didn't seem like a loving relationship. And then it felt like she was missing
Never
out on
did.
so much by having somebody that old. She was missing out on, doing
Father,
stuff.
maybe did she have a father in her life? Because it seemed like to me she was missing out on her
Remember, she
father.
didn't on the show. Remember, she didn't. Remember, she tried to go visit her father and he wouldn't open the door.
Yeah,
Don't
oh
you
yeah.
remember that?
That now it makes sense why she.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, you remember that was one of the things on the show. The father's brother and sister had came to visit her, and she wanted to go see him. And remember, she went to the door. Remember, it was nighttime,
Yeah, I remember now.
and
Yeah.
remember, he wouldn't even come to the door.
Yeah, he wouldn't. And I felt so sorry for her.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what's going on with her. That's why she chose him then. But that don't mean sit up here and have them kids like them, like you. Now she have to. One was enough. Then you go and had another one. This man is almost 80.
Yeah.
Starting over.
Yeah. And another thing, she probably was 33. You know, women, they think, oh, my eggs, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this with nobody else. So I better go on and have some kids you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So,
And I guess she figured if I'm gonna have him, I might as well have him by him. The 20, he worth 20 million.
why not? Why not?
So
That's
yeah,
what I say.
yeah, yeah. So that's that. Is there anything else we wanna add to that before we wrap her up?
I don't have nothing to say right now. I'm just waiting to see how it's gonna play out because it's gonna be interesting, and I hope it play off on Real Housewives of Potomac. I do see that they gave Monique her own spinoff,
I saw
Love and Marriage,
Potomac.
Love
So
and Marriage,
Love and
Love of
Marriage
Potomac.
DC. Yeah, but it's
Hmm.
gonna be on DC. So she's gonna be on the new episode of Love and Marriage instead of Love and Marriage Huntsville, like where Melanie and Martell are. They're going
Hmm.
to have Love and Marriage DC with Monique and who are the other two they have
I
casted?
don't know who I don't know who they are.
You think of
Who they are.
but
To be
we'll get
honest, I don't know who they are.
when they first air. We'll come back and do a video and talk about the episode when it first air.
Do you want to touch on Love and Marriage Huntsville?
Yes, absolutely, because we love the hosts over there. Okay. So we definitely need to touch on Marriage or Love and Marriage Huntsville. So in the last episode, we know that Tisha and her cousin Kiki were having a conversation because Melody invited Kiki, Kimmy, and some other people to her her slumber party, whatever. And the conversation came up with they were talking about Tisha and her marriage with Marceau.
Mm-hmm.
There are a lot of issues that have been coming forward, and allegedly Marceau also have outside kids that they have been denying, and that his cheating have been denied. But the picture surfaced with all of them with Martell in Atlanta kicking it when they all lied, and Marceau, Marceau didn't lie, but his brother did. Kimmy's husband, I can't think of what's his Maurice.
Maurice, yeah.
Maurice lied and said he didn't know how.
He wasn't there. He said he wasn't there.
He was not even there. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So when the picture surfaced that he was there by his own brother, then they kind of relationship got a little rocky, whatever, because his brother was like, well, you was there, you shouldn't have lied. And then he was like, but yeah, but you don't have to put the picture out there. What you think on that?
I think he was there, and she admitted he was there, with somebody else. Remember? She said she did, and he's trying to say they weren't married, but y'all was living together. So
Yes.
it was crazy to me how she tried to pump herself up to be, above everybody's cheating. She won't tolerate it, but he basically was telling you he was cheating on you while y'all was living together. But you played it up under the rug by saying, well, y'all weren't married.
That part.
Did you get that out of that?
I did. I
Okay.
did. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's why I said all of them cheat.
That part. And I feel like that Atlanta trip, they did a lot on that Atlanta trip, that on that trip. And a lot of stuff, it's gonna come out more and more. It's the most stuff I think they haven't came out on it, and it's allegedly. But I'm just saying. So yeah, just a lot.
So that, and then the only other thing that bothered me was the Destiny situation, right?
With Melanie.
With Melody. It just seemed like she just trying too hard to stay relevant on the show. That's just my opinion.
I feel that
because now you're all of a sudden besties with
Tisha.
And let me be clear. I don't believe Tisha's nobody's friend. And when I say I don't believe she's Tisha got a lot of her mom's ways to me.
She does.
And when I say I don't think she's Kimmy's friend, you see how she did her cousin.
That part. I saw where Maurice made a statement, and I agree with him wholeheartedly. He said he felt like the money have gone to Marceau's head. I think it has gone to both of them head, Marceau and Tisha's head. And I think that's what's going on with Tisha right now. Tisha want to be Melanie so bad. And I'm saying allegedly, this is just my opinion. Tisha want to be Melanie so bad. She want to do everything Melanie did. She want to be Melanie. She started out with the real estate, wanted to get her real estate license because Melanie had, her real estate stuff going on. Everything that Melanie has. Then she came up with the idea with that, what was that event she had with that women empowerment top thing, whatever. She kind of copied some stuff that Melanie did then. And it was just like, girl, be your own authentic self, period. And her mama,
don't even get me started on.
with Miss Wanda over there.
Right. It's a lot.
It's a lot in that little small town. Because think about it, they in a little small town of Huntsville, Alabama, where everybody know everybody. And that's why Melanie kept saying she hate that town. She hated. That's why she moved to Atlanta when all that went on with her and Martell, because everybody know their business. Everybody know everybody there. It's a lot. But yeah, so we touched on that. So yeah, we pretty much touched on the Kardashian, Blac Chyna, NeNe and Andy, and Ashley and Michael. And then now we touched on marriage and love in Huntsville. So yeah, I guess then you guys, if we don't have anything else, then I'm gonna wrap this video up. Do you have anything you want to add, friend, before we wrap this video up?
I don't. I just, like I said, we'll keep updates on this, and like you said, eventually we'll do another video. Right now, that's all we have going right now. Really, we don't really have nothing else, do we?
No, we don't have anything else. Unless we want to touch on Candy, but I don't really like Candy like that. So
I don't keep up with Candy like that. You want me to be fully honest? I don't. So I really couldn't even speak on her because I don't even keep up with her like that. I'm gonna be 1,000% honest with y'all. I'm not a Candy fan.
I'm not either.
Y'all might get us in the comments, but hey, it is what it is. Y'all rather for us to be real.
That part.
I know a lot of people like Candy, and I'm not saying anything bad about her. I'm just saying she's just not my cup of tea.
Mine neither. So yes, somebody right along from her. Yes. So yeah, then you guys, that will conclude our video. And friend, I appreciate you for joining me on the panel on these topics on this marvelous Friday.
Right. Okay. I appreciate you for having me. Thanks everybody for watching and listening to us talk about stuff that we talk about every day. Y'all can hear you're part of our conversations. And go ahead and subscribe to this channel and make sure y'all like this video and share it if you can.
Absolutely. And I want to thank you again, friend. And I'm going to drop you down to backstage, and I'm going to go ahead and conclude the video. And thanks again for joining me, friend. And we'll
You're welcome. Thank you.
You're welcome. And thanks for joining me.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Okay, you guys, that will conclude the video. And again, I want to thank my friend Quisha for joining me on the panel, because again, we talk about things like this all the time, every day. on different shows and stuff like that. So why not let you guys hear, you know, what we talk about, you know, with these shows. So we touched on NeNe Leakes suing Andy Cohen. We touched on the Kardashian trial with Blac Chyna. We talked about the Real Housewives of Potomac with Ashley Darby and Michael Darby, the separation that they have going on as well. And we talked on Love and Marriage, Huntsville. And so that will conclude the video, you guys. And I want to thank each and every last one of y'all. And if you have not subscribed, again, subscribe to the channel, okay? It is absolutely free. Hit the like button, okay? I want to thank you all. And again, thank my new cream team. And I am wearing the Isha merch. Damn right I do, okay? So yes, damn right I do, yes. Okay, so yes, this is the Isha merch. I'll drop the link on that as well, where you all can go and grab you guys the Isha merch. And I want to say shout out to Cream Team, Cream in the Mix. You guys can join us on Monday, Wednesday, and Thursday and Friday. Okay, we will be going live. I moderate for Cream. We're going live. We're going to do a Love and Jeopardy game tonight, so you all can join us over on her channel. So until then, you guys, I'm going to conclude this video, and thank you guys for joining the CyntSaidIt podcast show. And much love to all my mods as well, my mods, my family and friends that support my channel. Thank you all. Thank you. I love you all. And until next time, I'm going to conclude the video. You guys have a great weekend, and I love you all. Thank you.
It's too nasty.